All right, so you know how everyone's talking about Windows 10 going away, right? Well, we're diving deeper into that today.
Yeah, past the headlines. We're talking about what it actually means for those of us still using it.
Okay. Are we really supposed to just throw out our computers? What's the deal here?
That's a bit dramatic, but there are some serious choices to make, especially with this October 2025 deadline looming.
Right, October 14th specifically. That's the day Microsoft's basically saying, Windows 10, you're done. No more support.
No more of those automatic updates we're used to, yeah. And critically, that includes security patches too.
Which is kind of a big deal, I'm guessing.
Huge! I mean, think about it. Every day, new viruses, malware, all that nasty stuff pops up. And patches are how our PCs fight back.
So after that date, we're just sitting ducks. Like, is that the message here?
It's not that extreme, but the risk is real. Leaving a system unpatched, it's like leaving your front door unlocked, you know?
Makes sense. So for folks who haven't been following this super closely, what are our options according to Microsoft?
Well, their main message is pretty clear. Upgrade. Get a computer that can run Windows 11.
Which, for a lot of people, means buying a whole new PC. Oof.
Yeah, and they even suggest looking into things like recycling programs or trade-in deals if you do go that route.
Okay, but not everyone has the budget for a brand new computer right now. What about sticking with what we have?
Well, Microsoft does offer something called Extended Security Updates, or ESU for short.
Which is?
Basically, you pay them to keep getting those critical security patches for a while longer. Think of it as a Band-Aid solution.
A Band-Aid that costs how much?
For individual users, it's about $30 per machine per year. So not exactly cheap.
Yeah, it definitely feels like they're pushing everyone towards Windows 11 hard.
Absolutely. They keep highlighting those shiny new features like Copilot Plus AI. That's their big AI-powered assistant thing.
So is there any world in which we can keep our old PCs and not pay Microsoft?
There might be. This is where it gets interesting. Have you ever heard of Linux?
Vaguely, like from those computer science types. What's the deal with that?
Linux isn't just one thing. It's a whole family of operating systems. Ubuntu, Zorin OS. Those are a couple of popular ones.
Wait, so like instead of Windows, you can run this other thing?
Exactly. And often they actually run better on older hardware because they're less demanding than Windows.
Huh. And are they secure? That was the whole point of those patches, right?
That's one of the best parts. Linux is known for its security. Plus, since it's open source, there's a huge community constantly improving it.
Okay, so let's say I go the Linux route. Is it going to be like learning a whole new language?
Some folks might need a little time to adjust, but honestly, a lot of them are designed to be super user-friendly, even for beginners.
All right, so that's one option. But let's say someone's not ready to dive into a whole new OS or buy a new PC. What else can we do with these soon-to-be unsupported machines?
Repurposing. There are loads of creative ways to give them a second life. Turn it into a media server for your movies and music.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Or if you're a writer, keep it offline and use it as a dedicated writing machine. No distractions, no internet temptations.
Love it.
And if all else fails, don't just toss it in the trash. Look into ITAD companies.
ITAD.
Stands for IT Asset Disposition. They handle old electronics responsibly, sometimes even giving you cash back.
So like a tech trade-in kind of thing.
Exactly. Or there are electronics buyback programs, too, worth exploring. It helps reduce waste and maybe get some value back.
Speaking of waste, that's the other elephant in the room here, right? All these millions of PCs potentially getting junked.
The e-waste situation is a big concern. We're talking about potentially £1 billion of electronics hitting landfills.
$1 billion. That's wild.
It's like the weight of over 300 Boeing 747s. That image alone is kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, no kidding. So Microsoft's got to be getting some heat about this, right?
Oh, absolutely. There's been plenty of criticism about the environmental impact of this whole push to upgrade.
And what's their response to that?
They point to those extended security updates as a way to prolong the life of some devices. And they talk a lot about promoting responsible recycling, which is good, but, well, the tension between wanting the latest tech and protecting our planet is real.
For sure. So, bottom line for our listeners, the clock is ticking. By October 2025, we all need to figure out what we're doing with our Windows 10 machines.
Staying unsupported is risky. Microsoft's got their upgrade path and that temporary paid extension. But as we've discussed, there are other options too, from exploring Linux to getting creative with repurposing or making sure your old tech gets recycled properly.
And beyond just this one operating system, It raises some bigger questions, doesn't it? Like, how much e-waste are we okay with generating? What's the real lifespan of our devices? And what's our responsibility as users when it comes to their end of life? Something to think about for sure.
Absolutely. Those are questions we all need to grapple with as technology keeps moving forward.
All right, well, that was a lot to unpack. Thanks for breaking it all down for us.
Happy to do it. Hopefully this gives everyone some food for thought.
And to all our listeners out there, let us know what you're planning to do with your Windows 10 PCs. We'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.
Take care, everyone.